Hey everyone! Well, hopefully you've seen my previous two videos, how to set the Spinnaker pole up and how to fly the Spinnaker. And to complete the series, I thought it would be good to show everyone how I put the Spinnaker back into its bag. Allison's going to grab the sail, start grabbing it, now pull it up and over. And once Rod's ready, he's going to start lowering the halyard, so let us know when you're doing that, Rod.
Yeah, it's going down.
Okay, Rod's lowering the halyard. Dean has unclipped it. And Ray is carrying it the rest of the way down into the cabin.
So just the head sail out. You set?
Yep, we can take that out. Dean's going to unfurl the genoa.
Let it go there, Rod. Yeah, it's going.
The clip you just saw was from the 2015 Round Salt Spring race, and what I didn't show in the race video or in the How to Fly the Spinnaker video was what the sail looks like once it's back down into the cabin. And a few minutes ago what I did was I placed the Spinnaker bag into the cockpit, I pulled it all out just as if it was a real takedown, and left it in the cabin for you to all see, and that will be our starting point for putting the Spinnaker back into the bag. Okay, I've got the camera set up as best I can, and hopefully you can see me and hear me, and I'll be able to capture everything. It's not the biggest space down here. The first thing I need to do is establish the three locations on the sail that attach to something. So there's the head of the sail, that attaches to the halyard, that gets hoisted to the top of the mast. There is the clew and the tack. Because this is a symmetrical spinnaker, the clew and the tack are interchangeable. So I'm just going to call them the clews, just for the sake of making it simpler. And they're the parts of the sail that attach to each line going to the back of the boat. The first thing I want to do is start digging in this big pile. I know you can only see part of it right now, but I want to find an edge of the sail, and I'll explain how I know what edge is going to where as I do it. So I can actually see down here this blue edging, and I know that this blue edging goes from one of the clews to the head of the sail, because I know it runs vertically up from the clew to the head, and on the other clew going to the head of the sail is a red strip. So I know that this is going to lead me either to the head of the sail or to the clew. I think the clew is over here, so I'm going to go that direction, so I can actually see it. And, oh, actually, this isn't the clew, this is the head. So you'll see the head of the sail is got the blue edging going this way and the red edging going this way. And I've also marked head on it, but I don't need to, because I know this is the only location that has an attachment point that's going to have these two colors joining. So from here, let's go the other direction on the blue edging. And this, if you keep your hand on it, you don't lose your grip on it, and you know there's not going to be any twists then, and you're going to just keep following it. And you can, the sail's quite a light material, so you can just keep pulling and keep a good grip on this, and eventually it'll pull through. And I can feel a twist. I can feel a twist on it, so I'm going to just shake it a bit. And there I am. There's the clew. And you can see here it has the blue edging and it has white edging. I know the white edging is the foot of the sail, so that's the part of the sail that goes horizontal as if along the water, you know, that edge. And I know this is going to go to the other clew, and it's going to be a much shorter distance because it's not going all the way up to the top of the mast. So now that I've found this clew, I'm going to attach it over on my right side here, I don't know if you can see this pole, but I have a bungee cord. And I'm just going to wrap it around and hook it on there. I think you can see that. And I'm going to leave the blue edge over here, and now I want to grab onto this white edging, and I want to find the other clue. So I'm going to do the same thing again. And here's the other clue. And there's the white edging on here, on this side, and that red edging. This is the vertical edging that goes up to the head of the sail. So what I'm going to do now is attach this to the other side of the boat. So now that I've established the foot of the sail, I've got it all on my lap basically. Now I want to find the head of the sail, which we saw earlier, and I want to get the head of the sail up past where the camera is. So I'm just going to step over. And hopefully you can still see okay. But this is where it gets a bit more of a mess. But I'm going to just run my hand along and just dropping it behind me on the port side of the boat. And there's that head again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it up towards the camera. And because the camera's kind of in the way, I usually bring this to the V-berth. But I'm going to try and do this without having to go to the V-berth. So I'm going to drop it there. And I know that the red edging is all on the port side now. And I'll just run my hand down the blue edging. And I'm going to just keep dropping it over onto the starboard side. There, and now I know it's behind the mast there, but on the starboard settee, all that blue edging's over there. This part of the sail, I call it the belly of the sail. I don't know if that's the technical term for it, but now that I've established the three edges of the sail, I'm going to go back to my little working area here, and I've got my Spinnaker bag. So what I do is I've got my socks on. I put a foot in each side and I just hold the bag open. I'm going to run my hand along that bottom edge of the sail, and I want to make sure it goes into the bottom of the bag from the one clue to the other. Now that the foot of the sail is in the bag, I'm going to run my hand up the red edging a little ways as I pile it in on itself. And then I'm going to switch to the blue edging, and I'm going to do the same thing, pile it on itself. But what's going to happen is that belly of the sail is going to start to build up in front of the bag. So I'll reach underneath and I'll lift it up and put it into the bag as I go. So it's kind of like three different locations you have to keep stuffing into the bag. And I just keep doing that as I work my way up. And as long as I know that these don't cross at any point, I know that there's going to be no twists when this comes out of the bag the next time we hoist it. So there's a little bit of a belly there right now, so I just threw it in. And what I'll do is I'll start stuffing this in. Now I'll go to the other side and do the same. And now I know there's a bit of a buildup of the belly of the sail in front of the bag, so I'm going to reach around. And I just place it into the middle of the bag. And there's the head. So now that I know the head is here, I want to toss it out there and catch up a bit on the blue side. Oh, okay. Now that I'm getting close to the end, I'll see if I can change the camera angle and show you what's happening here. So now you can get a better look at what's happening in the bag, and here's that red edging that's just been going onto the left side of the bag. The blue edging has just been going onto the right side of the bag. I've been grabbing around, pulling that belly in. It's all in there now. And I know that that whole red edge is over on this side, the whole blue edge is over here. With that belly in the middle, I know when this comes out, it's going to have no twists or issues. Now that I'm at this stage, we have to finish off the packing job of it. And what I'll do is I'll step out of the bag, because now it'll stay up. It's so full of sail now. And I'm going to just grab the rest of the sail up to the head. And just place it in there like that. I think you can see that. I'm going to unattach the one clew. And then this is where the strap comes in. I put the clew through there. And now it's strapped there, so it's not going to shuffle around. I'll unattach the other one. Don't want my tea towel in there. Do the same thing with the strap. And the head of the sail, you don't have to do anything. It's not going to go anywhere. And essentially that's what it looks like when it's all done. With this bag, it has some strapping here. There it is. So it goes over like this. A couple extra straps to hold it. And finally, a last one, like a handle for carrying it. Actually right like that. And that's it. Spinnaker's packed and ready to hoist.
About 18 inches from the top, or 2 inches?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then you gotta pull. Get that out of there. Well, there you go. That's how I packed the Spinnaker into the bag. And I know it's not the only way to do it, I'm sure, but it works really well in the space that I have down below. Hopefully you could understand how I did it with the camera. It's kind of hard to shoot the video in such a small space. So I hope the camera angles caught enough of that, and hopefully I explained it well enough. I didn't have any rehearsal or lines. I just sort of started doing it. And I've been wanting to do this video for a while because I've got the how to set the pole up and how to fly the Spinnaker. So I figured it would be nice to have a video of how to pack the Spinnaker. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you liked it, or a thumbs up if you liked it. And we'll see you guys on the next video.